So what I'm gonna do today with the SeqTrak, it's build a track with you guys and explain the creative process behind it. Along the way, we'll see how this functions and how we can do stuff with the SeqTrak for sure. But this is not a video tutorial or a video manual. For that, you have a lot of resources already on YouTube and the internet, and especially the Yamaha video, which explains step by step how you can use this. The first thing that I'm going to focus today is doing everything with the SeqTrak. There's an app for iPad, Android, Mac, and Windows that allows you to dive deeper into the SeqTrak. From the time that I have the SeqTrak until now, I think I used about 5-6 times. First time was to basically organize my sounds, get a few more sounds from the music store they have there, which has a lot of quality one-shots and some synth patches. So the thing here is I'm already used to the SeqTrak a little bit. I don't know it by heart. I don't know every combo on my head, no. But I think I already understood the combos that I need to use for my usage. So I'll try to explain you what combos I'm doing, but like I said, I'm gonna focus much more on the sound design and what can the SeqTrak offer for me as a producer to get ideas done or even do tracks. I have quite a few tracks done on this from start to the end, and I'm quite pleased with them. So without further ado, let's dive into this. Okay, so I always start my tracks with a kick, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to find a kick that I'm pleased with. I'm here just browsing. So what I'm gonna do first is build a simple 4 to the floor, put this playing, and this way this is nice. Okay, we can use this. I always try to check the pitch to see if it's on a tune that I like or not, but this is fine. Volume. Okay. And something that I always do to my kicks is adding distortion. First, because I think distortion does make things more alive. It brings out those harmonics that might be sleeping in that sound, but overall it creates something more lively, which is something that I seek when I'm doing music. So I'm gonna go here and okay, this is not a little bit too much. Too much. Okay, I can use this one. Good. So back to the kick here. I'll start with a shorter decay and see where we can go with this. Mainly because you have to take some care when you're building your kick and bass parts. If the kick has a very long decay, it for sure will fight off with the bassline or toms or whatever other low frequency sounds. So I'm gonna start with a shorter decay here, and then I'll see how we can tweak this. So the other thing that I do immediately is, most of the times, is go for bass sound. And since this has a DX synth in here, I do love FM basses, and we are gonna try and do something here that fits what I have in my mind. But also, I don't have a really set focus on I need to do this. I'm going to explore a little bit more and try to fit things along the way until I have something that I really like. So, first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna activate the step sequencer for the synth part, which is not on by default. And you can play the synths on these 7 keys here. Okay, this is not bad. might have to change the octaves here. Okay, let's go with this one. Okay, this could be useful. Let me see this in chord mode. Okay, I can use this for sure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a few keys here. I'm gonna record this that I'm doing, and then I'll go tweak the sound. Okay, I can use this for sure. I think the preset here has a little bit of too much effects, but let's see. So I can change the pages here. So I do like the extended decay on this one. Gives this extra groove to the sound, right? The attack, and give it a little bit of attack, so just the kick and the bass don't collide that much on the transients. And now let's filter this. Okay. Yeah, I like this. A little bit of resonance for sure. Now let's see the effects parts. There's no reverb, there's no delay, but for sure okay, a little bit of delay. And let's see what we have here. We have reverb on this, and what I'm gonna do here, let's check distortion. Maybe it will be a bit too much. Okay, I think this is like the wave folder. Okay, okay. And we have something going, which is good. Now let me go back to my kick here, and let's change this. I do like the kick, but I do like more the bass line. So I'm gonna try to see if I can find a kick that fits better here. Not that crushed. If not, I'll come back to this one. So maybe without the distortion, it does feel better. Okay, let me go back to the effects here, and now we'll go like this. Fine. And now what I'm gonna do now is I want to add this, either a kick or a tom, to give that extra movement, or the way that I call it normally, it's like horses speeding or galloping and have more, you know, like the sound of it. So let's do something here. I'm gonna use the Perc one for this, and I'm gonna add like few steps here, and then I'll check for a sound and adjust what I need to to do here. Okay. I guess I already had toms in here. Okay, I like this rhythm going. So let's go here. We have this sound. Okay. Oh, we'll talk about this in a bit. But I like it dirty and raw. So as you can see now, I have something that is it has a little bit more pace, right? It goes. For me, at least, it immediately makes my legs move, which is what I want. So I'm gonna go back to the bass line here, right? And I'm gonna see if I open a little bit more the filter, what happens. And I can see that now what I've made here is, I'm not musically trained, okay, but I do believe that everybody has a pair of ears, and we can sense and feel when stuff is matching or does sound good. And what I hear now is that the bass line here and the tom that I'm using on the Perc 1 channel, they are working together, and the kick is going along very well with those three sounds. As you might understood, I normally start with the, let's call it the low frequency sounds of the music that I'm trying to do, and most of all having fun with. So I always do start with a kick just to create the pace of the track, and I go immediately to add a bass line and some other percussive sub sound, whatever you want to call it, to really build the foundations of the sound, right? Normally I follow this path. I sometimes change it, but I immediately go to add a few perks like hats, snares, different percussion sounds, whatever fits here. So that's what I'm gonna do here first, is add sounds to create the rhythm, right? And while I'm doing this, I normally try to experiment a little bit with the decays of the sounds, the filtering, and what can I do with those sounds later on the track. This is because I normally don't record sound by sound and then arrange. I jam my tracks, so I want to create an idea on my head initially, so that when I'm gonna go and play around with this, I know what are my limits and my boundaries of the sounds, if it makes sense. So let's start with closed hi-hats, right? So simple closed hi-hats, simple closed pattern here. Give it a little bit of space here so it can breathe as well. I actually like this hi-hat sound. Let me just pitch it in, you pitch it up and down and see. Okay, around here. Good. So volume. I don't worry much about the volumes at first, but I always try to gain stage or put everything in the most optimal point that I can find while I'm doing this. But for sure, before the end, before I go jamming, I'm gonna go adjust a few sounds here, because some might be lower, some might be higher, but that's for me an essential task. So let me go to the decay here. Okay, this is what I want to understand, is how low can I go on the decay for me to be pleased, and how high, okay, can I go. So for the beginning, when I'm going to introduce this sound, I want it to be shorter, so I'll control the decay here. filter wise, just shape, oops, maybe too much. Like this. I'm just shaving a little bit of low frequency sounds that it might have. I don't do this for all the sounds. I like the sounds to be as they are and try to connect them and glue them so that they can show their full spectrum. But sometimes it's good to give a little bit room for the other sounds. So, open hi-hats now. This is what I like. Simple. Hats. And let me see. Okay, good. I'm gonna go back here and let's try to find. Okay, this can be cool. More or less. Too metallic for my taste. Okay. If you're used to this kind of sound, you know what does this sound like. So I'm pleased with this one. So let me see the decay here. Okay, this already is a very short version of 909 open hat. Okay. And now I want to add a little bit of reverb here. Just a tiny bit. And let's see what we have on effects here. Okay. So since we had a distortion, I want to do this. And I leave this page in the decay so that I can come here. Okay, this is about right. So now I have three channels here. This one is going to be a clap for sure. I'm a sucker for claps. Okay, this is a cool one, but yeah. As you can see, I'm just browsing sounds here. And I'm just trying to hear how does this fit and try to find something that pleases me. I'm right now in this moment, I'm not trying to find anything specific. I'm just wanna hear something that when I hear it, I'm fine with it and I like the sound. So I like this one. I think it was the same one that I had before, but good. Now a little bit of reverb here. Not too much. Let's see what the delay does. Nah, I don't want this at all. And even for the reverb that I put here, might be a little bit too much. Okay. And the effects is here. One thing that I really like about the effects on the SeqTrak is the Yamaha reverbs. Yamaha reverbs are so damn good since ever. So I tend to abuse the reverb on this machine. I try not to do it too much, but this sounds so good, as you can hear here. For me, it sounds good. So, good. Now that I have the clap, I'm gonna mute it here, because I'm just gonna use the clap for a few moments on the track. So let's see what we have here. Oh. those are those moments where you're like, should I leave this or should? Yeah, okay, this will be more than fine, but this is not what I want. Something about, for me, when I'm doing music is I do get a lot of these moments where I'm like, oh, this sound makes really amazing, but you have to do concessions here. You have to say, okay, does this add anything to the sound? Should I leave it, or maybe should I try to find something else? And at least for me, I mean, in terms of like, okay, let me try to remember which sound was this. So I can come here. So this is this button here, and this is the first sound. Okay, so I'll try to remember. But this is not what I want. So I'm already getting a little bit off my focus here. So I can make two decisions here. I leave this because it really pleases me, to be honest. And I'll try to do something with another channel here, maybe with the Perc 2 or the sampler channel here, and I'll see how things will go. But honestly, this was not my first idea. It was random luck, let's call it like this, that this sound was loaded for this channel, and it really is pleasing for me. So I'm gonna mute this one as well. I'm gonna go here, do more or less the same pattern I had here. Okay, and now I'm gonna try to find a percussive sound that I like. So we're gonna go here. Oh, nice. I like this one. I'm not gonna even pitch it. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I'm just gonna filter it here, and I'm gonna go add delay here. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go pitch this. Maybe. Okay. But what I'm gonna do is, I had a delay on the single effects here. I'm gonna add delay here. And on this one, I think I want to make it really dirty here. This is too much. Not what I seek. Okay, something more like this. Adjust the volume here because it's too loud. Good. And we are onto something, right? So let me do here a quick pause here. So I already have a skeleton of a track here, something that works. I have a sound that I will revisit further on because I really enjoyed this. I think this is a kick in here. I'm not sure, kick or a tom. That is adding a lot to the groove of the track, the bass line part and the sub part and the kick. So I'm gonna leave it for now. I don't want it to taint my flow here. If it adds up and it makes me feel that, okay, this is the way to go, I'll add it up. If not, I'll try to change for something that I had more in mind initially, which is adding a few perks that have that typical question-answer relation, or maybe even just withdraw from this sound and that's it. So now I'm going to, since I have this here saved for something, I'm gonna go with the sampler, and there's I can add 7 sounds here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to find here stuff. Okay. Let me see if I can find Percs. I think... Okay. This sounds more like sound effects to me. This one. Okay, this sound right here. Okay, I can work with this for sure. So let's put this again and play it. Just before I play, I felt something which is maybe on the master effects here, I gave it too much distortion, but I'm gonna go follow with this, okay? It really brings a glue and some dirt, let's call it dirt, that I like. I really enjoy this, and it makes everything more lively. But I feel it's a little bit also crunching a little bit too much. So I'm gonna keep it for now, but I might play with this as I add more sounds to see where it goes. So let's bring back this. Okay. I can barely hear this sound actually. So one thing that I like a lot to do is play by hand something instead of putting the steps here. I think it makes things more humane in a way. Even if it's not super strict right here, it adds something. Okay. We got something here on this one, so now let me try and go here and nice. Okay, I'm pleased with this. For now, I'm gonna go and keep it like this for now. So let me see another thing here, which is let's go back to the beginning. Let me open the filter here. I like this vocals that they put here. There's some Japanese ones. Yeah, I like this one. Since I don't want this to be all the time here, what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna change the bar length for this. And since this is doing... So here is one of the issues that I have right now, and I hope that Yamaha will listen to its users, which is for the sampler, everything is a master control. I would love that we could control individually the volumes directly from the machine here, and also the effects for each sound. For example, right now I would love to add a little bit more reverb just to this sound, so it doesn't end like abruptly as it ends here, but it's fine. Okay. So I'm pleased with this. I'm gonna copy this pattern here. I'm gonna go down here, paste it, I think I did this right, or maybe not. Okay, I think now I copied it, and now I have to do this. Okay, found it. See, I don't know all the combos by heart, but we get there. So on here, I want this to be clean, and I want this to add up to the sound, right? So you can change patterns turning the knob here on each sound. So I want to start with this and evolve to something like this. Good. So synth parts, let's go. So Synth 1 and Synth 2 are Yamaha AWM2 Rompler algorithm that they have on their Mod X synths. It sounds really good. You have a little bit of tweaking possibility with this, but the idea here is use those sounds and try to fit them. Try to change them with effects and decay and attack, but overall they're really well made and they fit a lot of stuff. So for this sound, what I'm trying to pick here, it's something melodic but also quite odd in a way. This is what I have in my mind. It doesn't mean that I'll find that. I might still do something that I find here, but I'm first gonna try to find something that pleases me, and if not, I'll see where I can go with this. So Synth 1, octave might be quite low. Okay, so let's so here, another thing that I wanted to add is here basically it's like a Rompler, right? It has those pre-made sounds that you can change the pitch, the way you play it. You can change the attack and decay, the filter, add effects, and pretty much that's it. You don't have more settings like the DX synth that you can tweak a lot of stuff. The operators, the pitches, the envelopes, no. It is just like a Rompler. And I do like this approach. Makes things simpler for you. And you can find cool sounds here for sure. Very UK sounding. Since I'm... Okay, now you're onto the synth. Okay, this could... One octave up. Maybe a little bit too happy for me, but I'm gonna change the scale here, and I'm gonna change the key. But indeed here, let's go back to the minor scale. I think this is the minor one. Like I told you, I'm not musically trained. I do things by ear. and the key. Let's go back to mono. Okay. So what I'm doing here is try to find something that I enjoy, actually. Like a progression of sorts that I enjoy. So I already can feel that this will be a longer than 16 steps. So let me put this on 32 steps. Let's try and record this. Failed. Let's go. Let's go again. Okay. I suck at this. Okay, there's no issue. What I can do here is I can fix this. The note is already here. I just press this step and I turn all. And I might have okay. Still, I cannot fix this one. We'll go back again to this. Let's see. Now I can fix this with the decay. Okay. It was all along was there. So as you can see, things already are quite different now. So I'm gonna, oops, not the resonator, the resonance here. And this sound right here, it's quite low and heavy. Okie dokie. See the attack. Okay. Always check the page you're at. And now this kick might benefit for some distortion. Yeah. See, as we go, we try and to compensate things as we go. So now this one, volume for this one. Okay. Now I'm not even sure about this sound. Okay. Oh yeah, I dig this. Good. And now I want to be able to play with this. Good. Back to the decay here. Okay. We have something here. I'm just a sucker for the on the floor claps and kick. I'm very sorry for this, but this is how I like to jam. So let's do something quickly here. I suspect this is, oh, funny enough, it's not that filtered. I thought it was filtered. But I'm gonna check the decay here. Exactly, less decay. The thing that I was talking about in the beginning, control the decays of the low end sounds, or else you get like a mushy mass there, which is not what we want, right? So I do like this pressure pad here. So let's what we have here as the distortion we have here, right? Okay. Now let's do that test that I was telling you. Yeah, it does have something in there. Let's see if it adds something to the groove or not. Yeah, it does add something. So let's leave it like this. This is a tricky part. Okay. I'm actually quite pleased with this sound. Decay here. I think we'll have to work with this one. Yeah. For the busier parts. Good. And honestly, I hear this. Let me stop a little bit. And that's a long decay. Go down, go down, go down. I already know how I'm going to finish this track, which is basically just press stop and let this die. But to summarize some things here, I quite like what I have here. Is it similar to what I have in my mind? Little bit, not much, but I'm super happy with this. And I can work to build something with these sounds. As I normally go is, I know that I have an empty channel here on the Synth 2. And by no means I want to say that, oh, adding more is good. No, that's not the idea. But since I have it free here, I might, and I will experiment, trying to add some kind of pad or a sound that could be a texture, a pad, something to add tension to the sound, something that is lingering down there gently, but building up. I do like to add those kind of sounds to my tracks a lot. Right now, when I'm thinking about what I've done here, I'm already sensing that I'm very near the end of building up and deciding which sounds I'm going to use. And when I'm near that point, I'm like, okay, let me just do some combos with which sounds playing and not playing, where I can go with the filter and the decays. I do that so that I can build up a mental image of where, like I said before, and I'm going to repeat myself, is where I can go with this, right? Before jamming and, well, before finding this sound and everything, I'm gonna just go on the master effects side of it and see if I'm not putting too much distortion, if I can find something that might be better to create this dirty, rawish sound. If not, I just leave it as it is. Let's play this again. Okay, let's see here. What do I have here as distortion? Like, we don't want to overdo the distortion here. Like, no, this is not the idea. But many times, like, okay, this is a lot, right? But many times, a tiny bit of this might just help. I'm not gonna lie, I really love the sound of this, but yeah. I need to leave room to work with this on the computer. And when I say work with this on the computer, it's basically mixing, send it via some outboard there. So I don't want to immediately have this already super processed in a way. So it's... Oh man. Bit reduction. That'll be a nice effect. But I think it's around here. Yeah, it's around here. I'm not gonna add much more, because on my process then I'll take the two bus, so the full recording of this, just a one stem of all this, and then I'll just EQ and send via outboard that will add more color to the sound to make it sound like me. So I don't want to add much to the sound right now here. Okay, good. So I'm not gonna do anything else with the master effects part here. Let's try to find a pad or something to add tension here. And for this one, of course, I want a higher octave. So where are we onto this? Oh, the volume, sorry. Okay, not this for sure. Okay. Okay, something like this. want it to be just barely hearable, but there. So the other, it's like modulation, but I want more something like a reverb here. And going back here to the volume, which is very loud. Okay, something like this. And just for my sake, okay, it's around here, for sure. This is in poly, let's try a chord mode. Yeah, I mean, this will be cool for sure, but nah, it adds something that I don't want, which is some. It doesn't sound bad, but it's not what I want. Like, it adds a little bit more of, I don't know, I'm gonna call it like hope in the middle of this sound, and I don't want that feeling. So I'm just gonna go back to poly, and this is it, basically. So for this one, I think the bar length, I just need to be, yeah, that's it, just 16 steps, and it's fine. And now I can adjust this with a little bit more of decay. And we are fine here. So filter here, let's mute this. Let me see where, good. Okay, for this one, I'll, like this, you. Less volume. Okay. Mute. And my final doubt is this sound here. I do quite like it. Okay, we're here and here. I do enjoy it, but okay. Let me see, I think it's this. Yeah. More on the beat reducing side of it. And we'll filter this. Yeah, okay. So. I'm pleased with this. Okay. I'll unmuted. So now what I'm gonna do here is I already know all my sounds, where I want to go. I'm just gonna go with the flow and try to jam this away. And as you might have understood, I work a lot with the mutes here. I'm trying a new way of doing some stuff here, which is by changing patterns, which is also very cool to add variation as well. But yeah, I work a lot with the mutes so that I bring a sound, cut a sound, add suspense, create surprises, and working with the decays and the filter to change the sound and the feeling over time. So I want to build up my track. I want people, when they hear this, they'll be raving about it and bring them to a high point and make them go back down again and build up again. So I don't know, I always call this process like telling a story with the track. So to finalize this, I'm gonna record the jam. Well, it's already recording, but I'm gonna record the jam and go with it, and try not to think too much about stuff. Just clear your head. Like this is what I do. I clear my head and just go along with it and be happy with the errors, which many times add a lot of good stuff. Let's go. Let me shut up and let's go on to this track. So here I am creating that 32-64 bar loop for DJs to be able to play this and mix it with other tracks, right? This is what I'm doing. there we go. So yeah, I'm pleased with the results. I think there's various cool moments, little variations which add up to the sound. For sure, one thing that I want you to keep in mind is I'm not trying to get the best maximum quality sound output from here right now. What I'm trying to do is have enough quality, enough, let's call it gain staging between all the sounds, so that when I'm gonna go mix this on the computer, I can have a bit of room to improve things in terms of maybe I need a little bit more of high frequencies. Maybe I need to boost a little bit more the mids because the synth is not there. So that's one thing that I try to do is try to record the best possible way, as like if I wanted to take this track and play it immediately like on a live PA or a DJ set, I could do it, but also not overdoing it because I still want to add my own sound color with my outboard gear. In other cases, you could do this by using your effects on your DAW, for example, if you use everything in the DAW. But this is it. This is one of my processes. I do basically this thinking and this way to go with tracks. Be it just on a single machine or having a drum machine, a mono synth, a poly synth, whatever I have in front of me, I try to follow a little bit this process, which I think for me, it does help a lot into create and achieve things. Also, I really am pleased with this small machine because I can create in any place with it. At home, outside of home, traveling, on the sofa, whatever. It has a nice battery in it. So it's like musical canvas slash notepad that you can carry around with you. And it's quite pleasing and it really sounds really good. It's just a matter of trying to be patient and tweak things a little bit. You can really get this thing going on. So I hope you enjoyed. I might bring another session with this one using the app so that we can see what we can do with the app that we cannot do here. Because I feel that for beginners and people who are still discovering how to create music, the app is quite actually a very good companion to make you understand better the process and also help you with your decisions. But if you're already used to doing music and with machines and thinking about arrangements on the fly and stuff like that, this is more than good to do that. Thank you, and please like and subscribe.